Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger, Happy Havoc. My name is LaSalle and I will be your host for today's episode and every episode here on the channel, my friends. Fresh cut for the boy himself, or should I say the man himself. Fresh Clash Trial, Chapter 5, Pre-Trial Prep. We're about to begin the 5th Clash Trial, and I don't really feel too good about this one, man. It's been a day or so since I last recorded Danganronpa, and I've just been sitting with this sunken pit of a feeling in my stomach. This is going to involve Kyoko somehow. The game was foreshadowing it on the last episode, and I don't know. I have to assume that she is involved in the killing somehow. I don't know if she was the killer, but we know that obviously she's not the victim because she's alive. But the way that the game was, implying was that she's involved in this somehow. So I'm really worried if Kyoko dies in this trial because she ends up being unmasked as the murderer. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm just gonna go into it with my hopes, high, and no matter what, I'll sacrifice anybody before Kyoko. So I refuse to vote for Kyoko unless the game makes me, my friends. So I don't even care if she did it or not. I will not send that girl to die. Here we go. Oh no, we already said skills on the last episode. Without further ado, let's jump into the 5th Clash Trial and begin. All rise. Here we go. And by the way, the coloring scheme is awful.
With a basic explanation of the class trial.
Yes, Monokuma.
So, your votes will determine the results.
All right, sounds good.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
then we all die.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
When do you not? You always leave the rest up to us during the class trials, my boy.
Let's discuss the specifics of the victim.
Yes, let's do that. Now, we're pretty sure, 100%, basically 100% sure, unless the game somehow pulls something out of its butthole, that the victim is this Mukuro Ikusaba that we've been hearing about. And the way we know that is because of the tattoo in the back of her hand and the tattoo that was revealed in the book that Byakuya showed us on the room attached to the library. I forget what the name is, but those two matching up pretty much makes it a certainty that the victim is
we need to
Mukuro.
Clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
So nobody should really have any objection to this finding among the class, because this is very obvious.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
No, there's no... HIRO, stop. HIRO. Dude, she is right here.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
I do not have the time to tolerate this today. I do not have the energy or the time to tolerate HIRO's I have a word I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it, so I'm just gonna say ineptitude.
No, that's a ghost.
Listen to me, buddy. I thought I told you in the last episode about saying there's a ghost, okay? You do it again. This is your one warning. You do it again, and you will not like what happens. That ghost looks pretty alive to me.
But she has legs and stuff.
Exactly.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
How many times did I have to warn you, dude? Okay, how many times did I have to warn you? Now you've done it, okay? And you were really growing on me, dude. You were really growing on me. That's another minus 50,000 LaSalle points in the LaSalle scale of LaSalle-ness, okay? Do it again, and you will literally lose the ability to gain points. You will be out of the running. You better restrain yourself.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Yep. I am on the same page as him.
Okay.
And that's crazy.
So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
There's no way we actually have to do like an argument for this. Are you kidding me?
Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Do we actually have to do an argument for this?
Traits?
One important trait that Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her. The gloves. The body has no gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
Yes, we would see the gloves on the body or on the corpse if there was gloves So there's no gloves. It's not Kyoko.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
Now, in the last episode, Monokuma told us it was because she had scars on her hands. I don't know how he would know that necessarily, because it doesn't sound like Kyoko ever takes them off. But that's what he told us. I guess we'll see whether or not that's true or not.
And would you happen to know the answer?
Yeah, we kind of do, actually. At least a theory of an answer.
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently, you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
I'm sorry, Kyoko. The fact that he knows that is, like, so annoying because, like, he's such an arrogant prick. And, like, you can see that, like, he's so, like, snarky about it. And he's, like, he feels so good that he knows that secret because he needs to know everything. And he feels like a badass right now. Kyoko doesn't deserve that. She should have been the one to reveal that to us, not Monokuma.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Correct! So it can't be the corpse. So it can't be Kyoko.
Probably just got burnt up in the explosion.
I don't think that's a thing that can happen.
I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
You're done. You're done. That's it. 100%. Hiro, you were climbing the ranks for a while, dude. You were near the top at one point. No, you weren't. But, like, you were climbing the ranks. You are now out of the running. You can no longer earn LaSalad points from LaSalad scale of LaSaladness. I'm sorry. It just can't happen. Hiro is out of the running for that top place. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. And I even did his free times. Sucks, I guess. But I can't prove why. We're gonna have to be stuck in the case. We're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. We don't have any choice but to do it. I cannot believe that we have to argue that Kyoko is not the victim when the alive Kyoko is standing right here, bro. A tattoo on the right hand, exploded body analysis, and fake nails. All right. Let's listen to the argument.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Yeah, it is impossible, Toko.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
I mean, we can prove it just by standing
They
right
got
there,
burnt
bro.
up in the explosion.
No, they didn't. That's not a thing that happens.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
And there would still be some fragments of it left, bro. Even if that did happen.
Yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
Okay, that's what we have to shoot.
That corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
That's what we have to shoot, but we have to figure out what we have here.
This
Okay,
entire
so...
discussion is idiotic.
Oh my goodness, Byakuya, I so agree. I know the body's in Kyoko's, I know how to prove it.
Kyoko there
Alright.
is just a
Oh,
ghost.
how do we... Oh, right, okay. Fake nails. What do we got here? That's not a big description, is it? But I think what they're going to go with, what they want us to go with here is the fake nails, because I think the fake nails means, like, why would anybody wear gloves with fake nails, you know? Like, normally if you wear fake nails, you're trying to show off your nails. Why would you show off your nails only... Why'd you want to show off your nails only to wear gloves? I'm pretty sure that's what they're going with. That's what I have to... That's what logically makes sense to me. The tattoo doesn't have anything to do with it, neither does the other one.
Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up in the...
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, she must
Go.
Hello?
This entire discussion is idiotic.
What happened to my original bullet? What did it hit?
That Kyoko... Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up in the...
No, you got burnt up, buddy.
No, what's wrong?
Get out of here, buddy. Never open your mouth again this entire trial. Please.
No. There's
Not
no
one time.
way the corpse was wearing gloves.
No freaking way.
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember?
Yeah. Why would you wear fake nails and also gloves? That makes absolutely no
I
sense.
imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that.
Oh, yeah, that
would
too.
have been a pretty big pain.
That as well. They would suck to wear, not just the fact that you wouldn't do it because you would want to show them off.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails. Don't you think?
Yeah, facts. Because you want to show them off. So why would you do that if you're self-conscious?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Oh my goodness, you are insufferable right now. You are actually insufferable right now. I don't think there's ever been a point in this game where I've hated you more, dude. I can't believe you just said that comment.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Oh my goodness, he is so, he is in La La Land, dude. He is absolutely gone.
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
He's so disconnected from reality, I can't.
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life.
There you go. Good luck wearing fake nails with custom fitting gloves. That ain't happening.
If I wore fake nails,
Yeah.
the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
No, that ain't happening.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
It does not.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
I just wasted 10 minutes of my life arguing something that is the most obvious thing that we've had to argue in the entire game.
Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
Shouldn't be hard. I'm pretty sure we got this one down too.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
5 points on the salad scale for saladness. Honestly, he gets a whole 5 points for that. Please, anybody who attacks Hiro right now, they get bonus points. I'm running a special right now. 2 times bonus points on the salad scale for saladness for anybody who bullies Hiro. Expires at the end of the trial. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Okay, what are we arguing now? Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, tattoos on the right hand. By the way, I'm so glad we have that skill that only limits it to 3 instead of 5. 5 bullets is insane, dude. I can't keep track of that.
Kyoko really is still alive.
3 is hard enough.
Then who died?
Let's listen to the arguments.
There's gotta be some way to figure it out.
Yes, we know who it was, bro.
I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
That is true. We never saw the
There
face.
wasn't any description in the Monokuma.
That is also true.
Well, if we can't identify the body...
Okay, well, there's got to be a way to. There's got to be a way to. All right, what do we have? Sprinklers, exploded body analysis, tattoos on the right hand. That's it. Tattoos on the right hand. That's it.
Kyoko really is still alive.
The damn tattoos, bro.
And who died?
Or the damn tattoo.
I don't think so. And there wasn't
It's
any
the only
description
obvious
of the
answer.
body. If we can't identify...
It's the tattoo that we saw in the book, bro.
No, it's wrong.
Tattoo that we saw in the book. I know the rest of them didn't see it, but I did, and that's all that
There
matters.
was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
The most obvious clue of all time. It's not even close. You just match up the damn pictures. It's the most obvious thing of all time, dude.
What?
It's almost as obvious as Kyoko not being the victim.
If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Where does that come from? I'm really trying to like you, girl, but like comments like that don't help.
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
These two should be a couple because of how oblivious to reality they both are.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
You got it, babe.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Yep. Which somehow got faded. Even though tattoos aren't supposed to do that. Even if you do get a bomb blown up on you.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
Close enough. I think it's supposed to be a wolf. I think that's what we said on the last episode.
Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Okay. I'll change what I just said. Anybody who bullies either Toko or Hiro or Toko during the class trial gets double points on the salad scale of saladness. Toko, I don't hate you as much as I hate Hiro right now, but like, when you make comments like the ones you have been over the last couple minutes, you're not making it easy for me. I know Toko's got a lot of fans, and she has come around for me a little bit, but like, one step forward, 2 steps backwards with Toko, it seems, a lot of the time.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it.
I can't.
The identity of
I
the
can't.
victim is hidden within that tattoo.
I just want to listen to Byakuya talk the entire trial. I never thought I'd say that. Can that be a thing? Can I just listen to Byakuya talk the entire trial, please?
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. The other thing that listed her tattoo on it, right? Or do we have the book? We don't have the book, right? That's not a part of our truth bullet. Then it's got to be just her profile. Oh, right, the profile that talked about the Ultimate Soldier. Right, that's right, I remember. Right, the Ultimate Soldier. Yeah, this thing. I got it.
The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay,
So please sit this one out and don't open your mouth ever again. The fact that you are even like being a consistent participant in this trial is really starting to get to me. You know nothing.
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Right.
Fenrir?
Yes, Fenrir. Image that represents Fenrir is... It was a wolf, right? That's what we talked about on the last episode. Oh, it's a Hangman's Gambit? Is it 4 letters? Yeah, okay. The easiest Hangman's Gambit of all time. Thank you. Come on, man. This is Trial 4. It's supposed to be getting hard. Or Trial 5. It's supposed to be getting hard, man. Come on.
Now I understand.
Oh, do you now? Now you understand. I understood 2 episodes ago. 1 episode ago.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Ah, Makoto's slow brain.
Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast.
That was really nice, Toko. The way you said that without stuttering, that was like surprisingly charming. Can the game give you more moments like that? I'd really like your character a lot more if they did that instead of you stuttering all over the place all the time.
He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant.
Okay, we got 1 stutter in there, but still, all right. You did all right on that.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
I'm surprised you haven't been keeping tabs on that.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
What does that mean?
Exactly.
Oh, right.
The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf.
Uh-huh.
Which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
Absolutely. No complaints by me on that. Exactly what I was thinking.
What?
Oh, come on! How does this surprise you? But why am I not surprised that it does?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
Well, that's what we thought, but clearly we were wrong.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right.
Monokuma's enjoying this. Let's hear why.
Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Very weird, bro. Very weird. We never even met this person, and all of a sudden they just are dead. Strange. I didn't really think that this was the direction the game was going to go for a trial, but here we are.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool last trial?
Clearly, Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the mastermind, or else we wouldn't be having a class trial. We were wrong in our thinking.
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
To be fair, you were wrong, because I remember well that you were the one who flat out said it originally. So you were wrong. There ain't no we and I in this situation.
Being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
Right, so Kyoko did say that Mukuro was the ultimate despair. I remember that in her little announcement that she always whispered in our ears. It's possible she got that one wrong by, she was in a hurry to gather all this information. Maybe she got confused because we learned she was the ultimate soldier, not the ultimate despair.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place.
Right.
After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description.
Yeah. Kyoko's not normally wrong on this stuff, so, it is surprising, but, she can make mistakes probably just like any other human can.
All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Right. Nothing about the ultimate despair was in there.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Correct. What do you have to say about that?
So that means Kyoko got it wrong?
I guess. It feels weird to say that, doesn't it? Because she never gets anything wrong. But I don't really know how else to explain this little confusion.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba?
The ultimate soldier. We already established this.
She's been gone this whole time? And when she
Yeah.
finally turns up, she gets killed.
That is a very weird factor, because like I said, we hadn't seen her the entire time, and then all of a sudden she just winds up dead. Makes no sense.
Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
I mean, we don't even know if she was an important character because we never even saw her until she died. So I guess, but I know what she's saying, but how do we even know she was an important character?
So you're saying she wasn't an important character?
No, I think she's just saying that there's normally more detail with an important character when they die.
Which would mean she was the same as us.
I don't
Just
know.
another participant.
I struggle to understand Toko sometimes.
Then who's the real mastermind?
That is a good question. If it's not Mukuro, which we know it's not because Mukuro is now dead, who could be the real mastermind? Because the only people left is us based on what we've been told.
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
Right. Yeah, that was a thing that was talked about at one point, I think.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
Right. Kyoko doesn't think it is. She said that another time prior.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
Dang, Byakuya, she got one thing wrong, dude. It doesn't mean everything she says now is wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Oh? Music stop? We gonna get the truth bomb dropped on us? What's going on?
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Why?
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this.
He has never done that before. He's never cared about what we talked during the class trial. He literally lets, like, freaking Genocide Jill talk about, like, the grossest things during the class trial, completely off the beaten path. And he's never cared. Why all of a sudden did he care about us talking about whatever Kyoko had to tell us there? That was strange, dude.
No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are.
Yeah,
I
Byakuya,
stake
get him.
my family name on it.
Get him. I'm slowly, very slowly, but it is happening. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. Slowly starting to like him more now that he's actually, like, not being as arrogant and, you know, being part of our group.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
What is going on with him?
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place.
A murder among the students. The way he says that, dude, I can't. He's looking at tweaking above my head right there.
Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains.
I don't know why he's behaving like this, bro. He never does.
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
The one thing I didn't like that Byakuya did was, you know, entrap Kyoko and take her room key. I didn't like that. But, like, other than that, he slowly has been becoming a better character, especially as characters like HIRO continue to free fall.
And one of us killed Mukuro?
Based on what we know, I mean, why else would we be having a class trial? As long as, you know, this is being handled fairly.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
I think he would have made that clear at this point.
Nope. There are only
Yeah.
16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Okay, I'm bound to believe you, even though I have no reason to.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Yeah, if there's only 16 students, then yeah. And nobody else. He didn't say if there was anybody else or not, but I assume that's what he means. I'm assuming he's saying there's only 16 students involved in this whole thing. And it would have to be one of us.
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
I don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Right, so this is the issue here. The only possible suspects are, well, to them, it's Kyoko and Makoto. To us, it's only Kyoko, because we sure as heck didn't do it since we were sick in bed. And this is what I was scared about when I started the episode, bro. The only person that could logically do this is Kyoko.
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I do, unfortunately. Based on what we know, there can only be two suspects. It's us.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
It's all, yeah, that's it. That can be it.
Why do you say that?
We'll explain. She doesn't know about everyone's supposed slumber party without the slumber. It's about to blow her mind when she figures this out.
Allow me to explain.
Oh yeah, Mr. Snuggle Byakuya gonna explain it.
Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there.
I mean, says you. I know you probably didn't do it, but says you. Like, can anybody else prove that that's correct?
So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
Yeah. The gym, you know, that place like that has basketball hoops, I think. The gym, you know, the gym.
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma.
Right, which is very weird, bro. The fact that Monokuma just happened to be, like, torn apart for no reason at that moment, and all of them were together for a night that a murder happened to be is very inconvenient for whoever actually ended up killing them, or who ended up killing Mukuro.
The whole time, we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs.
Right.
All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis...
How did you know something was gonna happen, though? What do you mean you went to the bathroom in pairs, bro? Like, you wouldn't normally do that unless you knew something was, like, happening. If that's the way we had been behaving the entire, like, time we've been in the school, then that would make sense, but it's not. Nobody's been going to the bathroom in pairs with anybody else. How did you guys know that something was gonna happen, or you know, there was gonna be a situation like this where it's important to note that we went to the bathroom in pairs so nobody was split up at all? I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me.
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
Correct.
Exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, we know that you didn't do it, so
Are
we'll
you
hear.
thinking of raising an objection?
I mean, we're a suspect. I mean, we kind of have to.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place.
Okay, that's smart.
Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
I agree, that helps.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Well, do you know the answer? Why don't you help me out?
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at...
Okay, so you can confirm that then. I appreciate that. That was what I was asking.
Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock.
Right.
So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Right.
Then I guess we
Fine.
can say the time frame for the murder.
If both of them can confirm that, then sure.
When we found the body?
Right, which was like in the late morning, I think.
Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
Oh, jeez, I can't remember this, bro. Is there... Oh, I can't open my truth bowl. Oh, my good... Dude, I don't know this. Oh, dude, I remember it was like... Because, like, Byakuya did that thing where he was like... dude, the specifics of the time, I can't remember. He was like, be back here by, like, 01 of the time, because he was being funny. Was it... I feel like it was 9. I feel like he was like, be back here at 9:01 or something like that, but it might have been 10:01. I don't know. I feel like for some reason it's 9.
I got it!
Yes, okay.
The body
I didn't know.
Must
That
have
was
been
a
discovered at 9 a.m.
guess.
Since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
That was evil. I couldn't even open my truth bullets then. Dang, bro. They were really trying to grill me on something as specific as time. Right, I found this humorous at the time, bro. Be back here by 9:01. That was another funny moment of his.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
That is an 11-hour window. That's a long window of
For
time.
me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
Okay, that gives you what, like 2 hours? That knocks 2 hours off the 11-hour window. Great.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh, yeah! Right around
An hour and a
7:30.
half, even better.
I remember checking right before I went in. So
Makoto-
I'm totally sure about it.
Makoto doesn't really help you, buddy. That's an hour and a half off an 11-hour window,
Which
dude.
means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. you don't have an alibi.
Right. happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. And I don't have an alibi between 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't prove an alibi for that period, then I have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. Is that something we're able to do? If so, let's do it. I didn't even know that's something we were able to do. Make your argument. Sprinklers exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body. Ooh, any of these have to do with what we're talking about?
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Okay.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think.
What are we contradicting?
Makoto, if you have any objections, now
We're
would be the
contradicting a time period? How does that even make sense? The incident took place in the garden, right? If I remember, there's something that happens there every morning at a certain time. Something that happens there every morning at a certain time. Is he talking about the sprinklers?
established a time frame for the murder.
What does that have to do with anything? Hold on. The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and the time. Okay, with 7:30. As such as it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. But the body wasn't wet, was it? The body was half wet, right? Because we threw the water on it. The bottom was completely dry. There's our answer. It had to happen after 7:30, otherwise the whole body would have been soaked. There you go. Amazing. I love when that stuff just comes to you.
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Which one do we have to shoot, though?
And 9 o'clock in the morning.
Is it Hina's because it's 7:30?
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi.
Yeah, from to 7.
Is it? No, it's the other one, bro. I don't know.
Shoot.
What are you really contradicting there? I mean, that seems a little, I don't know. That seems a little silly.
A time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere.
No, it's wrong.
Like, I don't understand how, you know, what the difference is between the two times that you're arguing right there. But whatever.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock.
Oh,
It had to have taken
I
place
guess.
way later.
That's still confusing. I don't know. That's still confusing to me. But you know what? I had the right thought process. I just had no idea which the actual bullet to shoot was.
And what makes you say that?
What I just said.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
Yeah, the garden, the
sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right?
Right, so the body would have been completely wet.
So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Exactly.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that you probably don't.
The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Half of it was.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How?
Because only half of it was.
Are you saying only the mouth?
Whoa!
How dare you spew such indecent words?
Me spew indecent words when you literally just talked about a woman's coochie being wet. But me, I'm the one spewing indecent words, really? Okay. Yeah, alright. Got it.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Toko, speak like you did when you were talking about the novel references, please. You were great. This is not... Let Genocide Jill do the comedy bits, please.
Yeah, they're totally wacko.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I will. Happily. To prove there wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet, I'll have to just hit Toko with certain evidence that should do it. It's the bucket that we threw on... Are we doing a bullet? Oh, hell no.
I admit nothing.
Oh, no, dude. I don't want to do it. Why are we doing these so early now? I hate these.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
Oh, my goodness, bro.
That's
maybe.
I admit nothing. I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no,
Oh my goodness, bro, it's going too damn fast.
enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing.
We got her? Hell yeah. Oh, what is
How
it?
can you say it wasn't the sprinkler?
Is this? I don't even forget.
This should prove it.
I knew what it's the bucket, but I don't know which truth bullet that was.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
I know what the answer is, but I didn't know it was in truth bullet form, bro.
The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry.
I would just like to say that I just did that entire bullet time battle without activating fever time, and I only lost like 1 heart on it, so I'm extremely proud of that. That was not easy at all. With the reload and everything.
If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Maybe.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
Is she on this like planet? Like where is her mind, bro? Like the thing she says. Oh my goodness, dude! I'm trying. I really am trying with Toko. I'm trying. It's just hard. She makes it really difficult.
The reason only the top half was wet was because
I threw a damn bucket on it. You could have said this a lot earlier, bro.
I doused it with water, but only the part on fire.
This is the thing. Why does the game have to take the most convoluted route to like an answer? Like we could have said this like 10 minutes ago, but they had to like do all of this convoluted stuff to get to this. Run circles around it until we get there.
The sprinklers really didn't.
No, they didn't.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
There you go.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
We're off the hook all of a sudden.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning,
Yeah,
right?
we're off the hook. We're in the clear, which we already knew, but at least they know now.
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Excellent.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
There really isn't anybody else who could have done it except her, is there? This is really, this is hard, dude. Unless the game has, like, a crazy twist, bro, and, like, somehow somebody else did it, I'm gonna end up being really depressed after this trial, I can tell. Just gotta keep holding out hope that somehow, some way, the conclusion is different. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... I mean, I wouldn't rather it be anybody at this point. I mean, obviously, you guys know which characters I prefer more than others, but at this point, I've grown attached to everyone left in some way or another, so I don't really want anybody else to die at all. This sucks. I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered somebody? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Oh, music stop, okay? This is important.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
Okay, well, first of all... If you did do it, and I'm not saying you did, if you did do it, we have to vote for you. Because if we don't vote for you, then we all die. Yeah, you survive, but we all die, and nobody's going to give up their lives. And maybe, like, I don't know, maybe one person, if they really liked you enough, would do that. But I have a hard time believing that the rest of us would all of us would agree to give up our lives to save yours, okay? So it really matters if you did it or not. That's the issue. If you did it, if you didn't do it, then great. We don't need to vote for you. We'll vote for who did it. We need to vote for whoever did it. Okay. So I understand you're probably the only one that can solve the mystery of the school, but like at the end of the day, people are going to choose their lives over solving the mystery of the school. So Kyoko, it all comes down to whether you did it or not. That's all I gotta say. Because if you did do it, I don't really see a way to convince these guys to not vote for you.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Oh, well, again, it just comes down to whether you did it or not. Did you do it? If you didn't do it, then you're good. Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
No, what she's saying is she's not going to let us vote for her. She's not saying anything.
Of course I'm not.
Oh.
I have no reason to kill anyone.
Okay. So she says she's not. I mean, that's very refreshing to hear from my point of view, but something isn't adding up because somebody had to do it.
This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap? Is the mastermind allowed to lay traps? Because I feel like at this point, any trap that has to do with the class trial would be breaking his own rules.
A trap?
Yeah, what does that mean?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
Yeah. I mean, maybe. I told you already, you've been acting, that little interruption you had earlier was very off Monokuma. That was not Monokuma-esque at all. You have been acting a little strange, Monokuma. And again, you're very, you said you follow all your rules, so that's the part that's kind of like throwing me off a little bit, but like, something's not adding up right now. I don't know what it is, but like, I'm not getting any direction. Normally at this point, I'm like having some direction. I'm being pulled in that's like, who could have done it? And I'm not feeling that direction at all. All I feel is like confusion. And like something isn't making sense to me. And I really don't know what this trap is about, if that's a thing or not, or if Kyoko's confused. I don't know, but all I know is I feel very disorganized with this trial, even though I'm following it with the truth bullets okay. But the resolution is still completely unclear in my head.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Yeah, tell him, Byakuya. 5,000 points on the LaSalle skill of LaSalle this for Byakuya. A whole 5,000!
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Wow, he actually listened to him.
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill
That
her.
was top tier when he yelled at Monokuma to shut up. Oh my goodness, dude. And another 10,000.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
This is true. Kyoko did think that. So she could have gone off and tried to put an end to it. That could hold up, I suppose.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
That's not a bad hypothesis.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
I mean, obviously this isn't it, because the game wouldn't reveal it so early if this was it, but it's a very good hypothesis. Extremely smart hypothesis.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Excuse me, young lady? We're really gonna put me in front of the bus now, are we? After what I thought we had together.
Huh?
After I thought our connection was finally starting to grow.
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
Oh, what is she gonna pull out of her ass here, dude?
What are you?
What is she gonna do?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Okay, and how is that?
Interesting. I'm listening.
Yeah, because your brain is like a sponge, Byakuya. If anything happens to intrigue your interest, you get completely pulled in like a black hole.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
What would that be? I'm trying to remember our truth bullets. Could it have been? Well, we're about to look. Can't be a Monokuma file. Can't be that. Can't be fake nails. Can't be a tattoo. Can't be fragments. Can't be sprinklers. Can't be that. Can't be a knife. The tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime. The other side was completely clean and dry. So Is Kyoko trying to say that somebody used the tarp to cover the body so that it didn't get wet by the sprinklers?
I got it!
That is it, isn't it?
You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
Makoto, why are you helping her?
You catch on quick.
You're literally trying to erase your alibi by helping her.
You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
All of a sudden, we no longer have an alibi because of this, which is a big problem. Although we know that we didn't do it, so we're not going to get, we know that we're not going to be the one voted for in the end. We know that we're going to be able to fight our way out of this somehow, but this is obviously making things more inconvenient for us. And I understand why Kyoko is doing this, because she needs to get the blame off of her, I get it. But it's still breaking my heart, because I really want Kyoko and Makoto to have a good relationship. Not even necessarily talking about a romantic relationship as much as I want that, but I don't want them to be jawing at each other, trying to convict each other. That's not the vision I want to see here.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place.
Right, to create confusion.
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Kyoko, stop, bro. You're breaking my heart here. Look at poor Makoto. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
What's that?
And what might that be?
I don't know. He's the one who said it, not me. Can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do it, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to repeat what Kyoko said. Okay, I don't know how we're gonna do that, but I'll try. Three bullets. Body before the explosion, exploded body analysis, fragments near the dead body. Okay.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side was the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
There has to be a clue hidden in the tarp somewhere. Alright, let's read these truth bullets. Alright. Let's read these truth bullets. Exploded body analysis. The explosion had burnt the upper half of the body down. The upper half of the body ran on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking. Yeah, we already used this, so I don't think it's gonna be that. What was the other one?
Prevented it from getting wet.
Body before the explosion.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side.
That was not what I pressed on, bro. Hello. The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen. There were blood stains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. However, it was noted there was no blood on the ground around the body. Why was there no blood on that damn tarp? Why was there no blood on that tarp? If the blood was still wet and hadn't dried yet, and somebody used a tarp to cover the body, there should at least be some evidence of that on the dang tarp, right? That white side shouldn't be clean at all. I think that's it. I think that's it, bro. That's gotta be it. Another one that just magically comes to me when the game helps me. I love it. I mean, I still have to figure it out, but they give me the the breadcrumbs. Yeah, that's not the one I shoot, I don't think, because it was protected from the water.
Of course, it didn't get dirty.
It should have gotten dirty though.
No, it's wrong.
It should have gotten dirty. That's what we're arguing.
Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
100%. Where's the blood? The blood that was on the body. The blood, the ejacula. It should have been on the tarp. If it touched the tarp. If it touched the body.
The blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right?
Yeah. Ain't no way you can put a tarp on the body without the blood getting on it, bro. That'll easily infect the white side.
Yakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you.
Mm-hmm.
If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
100%. And don't give me, oh, you can balance it on the knife so that it doesn't touch the blood. No, I don't think so.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Where would they have done that, and when would they have done that?
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
True. I mean, I get it. Does still hide. Yeah, it does still hide it. Whatever.
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, it does. It does still hide the fact that blood could have gotten on it, but
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
what does that mean? Camouflage? What's this blending into? Camouflage means like blend into something like a chameleon does. The blood was camouflage?
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
Excuse me? Oh, did they get the nurses, the package from the nurse's office? That had to be it, bro, because Hifumi did that. Hifumi did that. I miss Hifumi.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office.
HIRO actually thinking straight and logically? Wow, crazy.
That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
Yes, I did.
No, that's not what happened this time.
HIRO and I were both wrong. How sad. What could have happened then?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
First of all, how do you know that? Second of all, where the hell did they get it from? There's nothing else in the garden that could have blood. Is there? The plant? They got blood from the garden, right? Which must mean can't be that, 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 can't be that. You can't get a blood from a knife, you can't get blood from chicken. Chicken. Oh no! No!
I got it!
Not the chicken!
Could have been chicken blood?
No, bro. For some reason, I'm okay with totally cooking and killing a chicken and eating it, but when you kill a chicken for chicken blood, that's where I draw the line.
What? Chicken blood?
Apparently. Not the poor
When I
chicken.
checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Which was the unlucky one to get it, bro. It was the one all the way on the far end, bro. One on the far end. That poor chicken. What did he do to deserve it? It was not his lucky day.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken? And
A
then
chicken?
dumped the body with its blood?
That voice actor had fun with that line.
Man, that's messed up.
Yeah, it is pretty messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, bro, exactly. If you eat it, it's all good.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Not that they'd see the blood packet. You can just put it in your pocket, but whatever. Maybe they just didn't want to go all the way down to the first floor.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right?
Yeah.
But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
Why? Because of gravity? Is that the way that works?
But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
I don't understand his argument here. Is it just of the way that blood works with like gravity and it's supposed to like fall off the like edges of something and seep into the ground?
The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
She didn't want to agree, but she has to agree.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
What do you mean? Was the victim not wearing that coat the entire time?
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I don't really...
I think so.
I didn't really take a look at that. Oh, definitely not.
No. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Honestly, it looks like they're wearing it backwards, too. It looks like they're wearing, like, the tag side in the front.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time.
Yeah, honestly, I'm having a hard time understanding this argument as well. I just don't understand the whole thing with the blood.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off.
Right.
But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp.
Right. Okay.
Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body. The coat they already covered
So
in
the
blood.
victim wasn't wearing the coat originally?
This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual
Interesting.
time the murder occurred.
I don't know how we know that for a fact. I guess the whole blood part is how we know it for a fact. Like how it didn't seep into the ground.
They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Okay, I guess I see what she's saying.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
Yep.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would have. Right. Because they would have had to do that little setup with the coat.
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
How so?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body.
And so what though? You still have to take the time to go up to the garden and do that. With how tight everybody's alibis are, that seems like it's still a pretty out of the way endeavor.
They'd be done in no time.
I don't know about that.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
How could I have planned that though? Because what if Hina had been like, yeah, they were getting breakfast, right? What if Hina was like, hey Makoto, why don't we walk together to meet everybody? And what would Makoto have said in that case if his plan was to then go up to the garden? There's no way he could have planned for that, dude. I don't agree with this.
Then he had plenty of time to spare.
No,
wouldn't you say?
no, I don't say, because that seems like a very, very risky plot point that Makoto would have to risk in that sense. So no.
That's not...
No.
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
It's possible, but only an idiot would rely on that, because they would have to get lucky. Hina could literally have wanted to walk together, and then what do you say to get out of that?
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Maybe in the next episode we will come to understand. I think it's because she's just trying to save herself because she did it, dude. And she's looking for any way, even if it involves betraying us, which I really don't like, man. I thought Kyoko was better than that, but I guess there's really nothing you can really do in that situation if you're her. The whole thing just sucks, dude. And this is really breaking my heart because I love Makoto and Kyoko as a good connection, and I really don't like to see them jawing at each other trying to convict one another. Little Salad doesn't like to see that. But we'll see what happens on the next episode. It's certainly getting juicy, and it seems like we're sort of back to where we started, which is, in the eyes of everybody else, either one of us could have done it. So we'll see how far we get along with that next time, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I will see you on the next episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This is LaSalle signing out. Hope you have a good rest of your day and your night. Peace out, my friends, and bye. Bye.